Hi everybody and welcome to Cozy Ghosts. Wait a minute. So if you haven't seen, a couple of hours ago they dropped the trailer for Zach Cregger's new Resident Evil film. I've not seen the trailer yet, so why don't we watch it together for the first time? I do not even need to watch the trailer to know that Zach Cregger is locked in on this, so let's go anyway and watch it. I am so unbelievably excited for this. Zach Cregger hasn't missed yet. Wait, I hope I've not jinxed it. Anyway, let's go. First time reaction. Okay, creepy text. Barbarian, let's go.
Things have happened
Best film ever.
right now.
Snowy setting is insane.
Chance that we.
Who is that?
I just wanted you to.
Who's this chub? Jesus. Right, my thoughts on that. I'm not going to leave yous waiting. I think it looks great. There's been so much drama kind of surrounding this film and the Resident Evil franchise fans, because apparently, according to Cregger, in an interview he done sort of recently, he said something about how it is not adapting any of the games, and it's basically his own story, his original concept and narrative in the world of Resident Evil. And that annoyed a lot of fans. I wouldn't say I'm a massive fan myself. I've watched my dad play the second most recent Resident Evil game, The Village, and I absolutely loved that, just from a watching standpoint. Not gonna lie, I get way more scared with games than I do with traditional films and movies and stuff. So I let him play that and I watched it. But that was great. I think that would do great as an adaptation as well. But that is not what Zach Cregger's decided to do. Which for me is fine, because I don't have a massive attachment to the other films, which I've heard are increasing amounts of bad. But yeah, that's where I stand on the whole sort of drama surrounding the fans and his original concept. And yeah, I did take off my jumper, it didn't just disappear. So Zach Cregger also obviously came out and said, and you can kind of see it in the trailer, but this movie follows just the kind of one protagonist, and it's a point A to point B story. I think also that annoyed a lot of the original game fans, because some of the lore is so deep and detailed, and Zach Cregger decides to come out of nowhere and says, nah, scrap all that, we're just going to do a really simple story about one guy. So yeah, in this film our main protagonist is played by Austin Abrams, who played the drug addict in Weapons, that subplot. Loved him in that. And I'm just looking at the cast list as well. This film has Paul Walter Hauser in it, which is really funny to me. I wonder if is he playing the fat chud guy? I don't mean that in a bad way, but is that him? So the plot is as follows. This film revolves around a medical courier named Brian, who's sent on a night shift to deliver a package to a hospital in Raccoon City. During the delivery, Brian accidentally hits a strange woman with his car. That's not good. And as he tries to help her, he stumbles into a full-blown outbreak involving horrifying tentacle-based mutations and bioengineered monstrosities. That was a lot of words, but the plot of this film sounds great. There's some really creepy imagery in this trailer. Just going through, and the snowy, I can't say enough that snowy horror movies are literally, they're a passion of mine. They're so cool. Pun intended, by the way. But, there's just a vibe that they bring, like last year's Black Phone 2 wasn't the best film, did not like the third act of that one, but the snowiness and the setting of that film made it so memorable for me. I love when films just commit to being in winter. So yeah, so basically this man named Brian trying to kind of get in and out of Raccoon City, it seems, not knowing the sort of things that he's going to come across. Yeah, who is this fat chud though? I'm sorry if I keep on saying chud, it's my favourite word right now. Should probably stop that. The one that stands out to me, the shot in the trailer that really creeps me out, is all the limbs coming out the door. I don't know why, that's such a cool image. And then also the bodies falling on the taxis and the cars as he's running down the street. It's such cool imagery, I love it so much. And this film comes out on the 18th of September this year, getting released by Sony Pictures, and that's the reason why the trailer would have been chopped up into a million pieces, because Sony apparently are really bad for copyright and trailer usage. At the same time, I can kind of see why the fans are angry, Because me having like no real attachment to the stories of those earlier games makes me be like, oh, okay, well, I know Zach Kreger, he's not missed. We've had Barbarian, we've had Weapons. He's on a generational run in my eyes. And if he's bringing another original concept, then I'm here for it. Yeah, like I do get it to an extent, just like because if like a material that you did love was getting adapted and then you heard that they were just like not gonna follow any of the storylines that you enjoy, I get that. I get that. So yeah, Zach Kreger also said one of the things they're going to be like sort of implementing from the games is the sort of equipment management. So if you've not played any of the games, in the games there's like a little bit where you obviously like keep your equipment, your guns, like your other things like that, and you have to keep on like rearranging it because you can't just have like an unlimited amount of those things. So that's something really interesting that is not being brought from the video game world to the horror world until now. So I'm really excited to see how he does that. Hi everyone, this is me editing this video right now, and I forgot to say that Kreger really knows how to blend the horror and comedy genre, because like it's really hard to do. Most horror comedies make me make this face, and Zach Kreger just knows how to do both at the same time, where both are elevating each other. But anyway, I'll let you get back. This film looks gory, it looks snowy, and I just know that that's 4. And I just know that this film's going to be horrifying. So, those are my thoughts on the first trailer for Zach Kreger's Resident Evil film. I'd love to talk to you down in the comments. What do you think? Do you think maybe that this is going to be his fall off? He had Barbarian, Weapons, and now do you think third film's unlucky and he's going to absolutely drop the ball? I don't think so, but I'd love to see what you think down below, and I'd love to talk about it. I'd love to talk about absolutely anything in the comments. I cannot wait until September, and I love you all so, so much, and I will see you next time. Bye, everybody. I didn't actually go, I just spun around the chair.